Hello everyone, it's Granny Gamester back with Age of Calamitous, and yeah, I've been having fun building. So this is kind of an update on what I've been doing. You can see the stables are new. That's the tavern back there. Decorating inside takes a lot of time. So I had plans to do more than I actually did, but yeah, I've been spending this whole time doing all this. So we have one horse out here. Horses are hard to come by. I have to go up and get them, and then you have to wait for them to, grow up and all that good stuff. So we've got three. I think I got four. I think there's one out. Yeah, there's one out here with a saddle on it. But this is the stables. We got the stalls. Yeah, and the manure pile, and everybody's got water. Yeah. And then out here, this little pony's tied up, and it's pretty close to the tavern, but or the inn lodge, but not close enough to really stink, I don't think. All right, so as you can see, I did some decorating on the outside. I made some adjustments to it. I didn't like the crenellated walls and the fence of the reinforced slate. Excuse me. She's got a frog here. Yeah, so I changed that. It just softened the look a little. Yeah, I thought it was a little too harsh to have that. So as you go in, and let me put my girly out of the way here. Yeah, this is where you check in. And this is the sitting area. Most hotels, lodges and inns and all that have that. This is the dining area. Now the kitchen is down in the basement somewhere. We don't know where, but there wasn't room for that here. So, and this is a lodge, so there's a lot of taxidermy in here. And I decided to turn this into the trophy room. So that's what this is. That's why you see all these wonderful trophies. And the building pieces available now are just, oh gosh, they're so much fun. And we got some fish. Yeah, I love those oak pillars. They're awesome. They're nice looking. Yep, and then we have our elk there. Now you get the taxidermy from one of the scrolls in the archives. That's how you get that, with fragments of power. So before we go upstairs, I'm going to show you the rest of this area. A little desk for reading or writing or whatever, just sitting around. And then of course we have a big old bar. And then this is the sitting room in front of the fireplace. Yeah, we got the king elk. I don't think I'll ever forget when I first started playing this game and I got that elk and I mounted that head. I was just beside myself. It's just beautiful. Yeah, it's very, very beautiful. When I was a kid, my dad got a big white-tailed deer. And he had the head mounted and the feet were turned up so it could hold his rifle. And it was a 210-pound deer dressed. So it was a big deer. It was a trophy. And it was gorgeous. It hung in our dining room for years. And this is the suite. This is the biggest room in the tavern. And as you can see, it's quite fancy. And it has its own private door out onto the deck out front. And then we go upstairs. And right at the top of the stairs, there's this little seating area. And you can also have access to the deck out here. And there's tables and chairs out here that you can come and sit if you like. So this is one of the bigger rooms. This has the big double bed in it. And quite nice, but just much smaller than the suite. But it still has the tables and all that good stuff. And this one is also a double bed, a little bit smaller than the other, but not quite as fancy. So it's a little less money, right? And then this is the twin room. This is the smallest. But again, it has everything you need, just smaller. Yeah, so this is the lodge, Rivers End Lodge. And we'll go out front here. And we have seating out here. We have some benches and tables and chairs so they can come out and enjoy the view. And across there is the farm. Yes, I did get a farm in, believe it or not. Yeah, and here's the dock. Oh, and I found these oars. I thought that was cool. Yeah. So they're just laying out there. So we're going to go across the bridge to get to the farm. I could swim, but I'm not going to. And her little hands flopping just. And I put Felgarth flags up here, and I also put some banners on some of the buildings too. So yeah, let's just go up this so you can kind of get a. I had a lot of fun with this building. It's got a lot of nook and crannies. You really can't see it until you get inside, but yeah, it's very different. So these are the gardens. They came out relatively even for the rough terrain here, but this is the only flat area I could find. And it's not perfectly flat, but you don't need it to be. But it's on the riverbank, and you know, where I grew up, there was a lot of that. A lot of farms right on the river. So there you have all the gardens. That's the only one that's really down, but that's okay. And then of course we have the paved walkway, goes between the gardens and then up to the house. And because this is a farming family, everything is very simple. They're not wealthy people by any means. And as you come into the kitchen. And it's a big family. They've got 6 kids. Yeah, you need kids to help you out with the farm. And this is the kitchen. You walk right into the kitchen. And then there's a step up into the living room and the rest of the house. So this is the living room. Very simple, nothing fancy. And then this is the parents' room. Now it's obvious this is where they spent most of their money. Because that's a pretty nice bed. But I think it's the only double. I don't think they have a basic one for that. And then in here, this is just a storage room in here for all kinds of stuff. And then this goes outside. And then this is the upstairs where the kids sleep. So the 2 girls are here. Very, very basic. Just room to sleep. They do have tables and chairs to do whatever, homework or whatever. And then this is the boys' room. There's 4 boys. And again, very, very basic. Just candles for light, a table, trunk for their clothes, a cupboard for their personal things. Yep. And this is really the attic. But that's what happened in those days. Yeah, you made use of every bit of your home. So, come on, Granny, get down. I'll jump. So, yeah, we'll go out this back door. And, yeah, you can see how... Oh, look at what we got up there. I don't know how that got there, but we got to take that down. Yeah. Yeah, you can see it's there's like a lot of angles to it. And, you know, the main building is quite large, but this part of it is actually higher than this part. But I had a lot of fun making all the roof pieces fit, but you know, it wasn't too bad. I think I'm finally getting the hang of it all. Yeah. Oh, look at that. I wonder how I did that. I wonder if I can jump on the roof. You think I can? No, I can't get up on the roof. Yeah, so there y'all have it. Yeah, it took me most of that time. I did have company, so I couldn't spend all day on it. But yeah, it's quite time consuming to do the inside, you know, all the furniture and the decorating and so forth. But gosh, this is so much fun. I think I've satisfied my building bug for a while, and yeah. But Mr. D asked if I was going to build maybe a chapel or a worship place, and you know, I think I might, even though this is a Felgarth faction and they're druids. That doesn't mean the whole village was. So this is how I'm rationalizing. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe build a little chapel for those who are Christian. So, yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, if you liked, guys, give me that big old like. And if you'd like to see more, just subscribe. And if you hit that little bell, you'll be notified when I post my next video. Well, thanks so much for watching. And my next video is going to be on going to the King's Niche. So stay tuned for that one. All right, guys. Until next time, GG out.